So here's where everything gets interesting. This is one of my rooms. This is what I made into my media room. This is AKA the sunroom. This is just one of my rooms in my 4-bedroom apartment, 2-bathroom home. How I did it, I will make a video to let you guys know how I accomplished to buy myself a big home. I do live in a place that is lower prices in homes and rental. However, doesn't change the fact that it's a lot of work to get to where you need to get in life. But where the topic comes at hand today is, where do we figure out when it comes to a relationship where we have to find our place? Because it seems like, for me, I don't do the dating thing very much. I really focus on what I can do for my future. Right now, dealing with hurdles and stuff with COVID and all that. But I have empire to keep. When I say that, that means I have a home that's my home that I'm paying on. I have a vehicle that I'm paying payments. That's a new vehicle. It's not about the material thing. It's about the hard work for you to get to where you get in life from where you came from. You know what I mean? It's a difference for us to understand that a relationship and dating, it's a part where you get to know somebody. You have to understand who that person is. As for me, I take my time to get to know somebody. However, I have to see you as my husband in my future. So I am a Hispanic, Puerto Rican, gay individual. You guys are getting to know me a lot more. I came from a lot of struggles, but I've actually been able to secure my place in my life with my own hard work and the little bit that I have to be in a place that I'm living comfortably. And in this relationship thing, I opened up the door to date somebody. And it was something that was different and unusual for me, just because I was so used to being independent and being so about what I got going, and I don't have time for the situation with the dating, and a guy wants to control you, a man wants to have you change your ways, and I don't have time for all that, right, sis? So when I got in this relationship, a lot of things happened that was it was neat. We got to know each other. We went out and we ate, we cooked together, we did things together as a relationship. I'm dealing with something that is unknown to me again, because it's been in my 32 years of this world. Not until I was about 19 or 20, I started catching feelings for a man that I fell in love with, my first love. This last individual, I caught feelings for him, And a lot of people don't understand people that come from not just trauma and family situation, but come from dealing with life and then growing and then figuring it out. To then find somebody that you think is the man for you, so you can kind of find out that he was still locked up and caught up on his ex-boyfriend. Even though he's mentioned he's kept a distance when you met the individual, and he's already, said his conversation about, hey, well, we're not this, we're not that. You know what I mean, guys? Like, it's crazy how in a relationship, or when you start dating somebody, you still tell yourself, let me give it a chance. Because sometimes when you're a loner and when you did so many things alone and you figure out your own situation, you really don't want to go back to pleasing somebody for their own egotistic ways. But you still got to open up the understanding that when you're with somebody, you're dating somebody, it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? It's not where it's all about me no more. It's about him and me. This individual that, we got in a relationship, we dated, he worked at a facility, Walmart, and he got sick from COVID. I got sick from COVID, and it was just telling him, hey, supporting him, telling him, it is what it is. Let's keep it together. Don't feel guilty. I got it. You got it. I got the vaccination, the first one. But at the end of the day, I dealt with the sickness. I dealt with the COVID. I dealt with being a good boyfriend. I say I dealt with to say that I gave my all into this situation, to only find out one amazing night where things just didn't sound right. It was almost like, whoa, When we're not around each other, there's very little conversation. When we are together, everything is all vibrant and cute. Something was wrong with that for me spiritually. So I had to make a decision to say, hey, you know what? This ain't working for me. We need to figure out what's the reason I can communicate with you. Why are we not able to talk about this? Why is there some type of, it almost like felt like a hassle for this person to give me any kind of communication or conversations when we wasn't around each other. I always would say, hey, take some time to your family. I need some time to myself. But then it was 2 to 3 days. And then, I should always see the signs. But I will tell you guys that even at the older age, I'm 32 and I'm young. I'm still full of youth and everything. But it took a toll on me. So I want to tell people that be not just aware of red flags, but be aware of your body and how your mind and everything makes you feel about a relationship, because at the end of the day, some things are not always for everybody. And sometimes things are given to you that we decide to to just put it on the side burner, not look at the signs. But in a relationship, I could say I felt down. I felt heartbreak, and I'm still going through the process. But right now it's like I got to worry about my stuff, worry about my business, getting my YouTube stuff back going, That is more important for me than even any relationship, because a relationship is going to come. When you find the right man, he's going to come. But at the same time, we make these decisions sometimes that we don't even realize, just because we want to have that moment and because we want to have this person in our life, that it becomes part of your all now. You dedicate this time to another individual. And I'm sorry to tell people, and if you're a straight woman, straight man, I'm sure y'all go through your own struggle. In the community that I am, it's really a lot of bullshit. Because this individual basically told me, this is where the breakup happened, you should have known I was just trying to be friends. You should know I was trying to take my time. But it's funny that you wasn't trying to take your time when I was talking to an individual before you. You was trying to tell me that you was heartbroken, you was bothered by it. It's funny how you didn't have to take time and you didn't have to need that, friend time for you to recover from your last relationship when you was in my house cooking and having a good old time, waking up in the morning thinking me down. You feel me? I'm just saying, some of these individuals that we're dating and talking to ain't about shit. And we're not going to start to explain this. What we are going to do is be an advocate for ourselves and give ourselves more respect to find an individual that has more quality, more wholesomeness. Because if we don't find people in our life knowing what we went through, knowing our struggles, somebody that's going to give us that same energy, somebody that's going to give us that same worth, somebody that's going to be doing the same things that we do for our own self. Right? Pick ourselves up through situations of stress and depression. Work hard to keeping the brand going. It's so important for me to be more on that side of the fence than on the side of the fence that I'm giving myself to somebody that ain't about shit. I only want to say that because it happens to the best of us. We ain't perfect individuals, but what we do sometimes like to do, me as a Scorpio, me as a business person, we like to have an opportunity to connect to other people in society and see if, hey, let me see if dating's for me again. It'll be nice to have a teammate. It'll be nice to have somebody I can grow with and become an adult with. And when I'm sick or you're sick, we have each other's back, right? We want that. But sometimes it's so hard to find that in today's society where everybody wants a quick fix, quick fix, quick fix. A quick fix is not what's going to fix you. What's going to fix you is giving your time and effort to somebody that you want that back. Giving the same energy, giving the same spiritual stuff. I done prayed for this man. I done did everything on my part. So I could never be mad because I know I gave it my all. But there are certain individuals in this life that give you half of what it is and show you the whole face of 100%, but in actuality, they already have their own intentions behind their head. And this is the more conversation that we need to have, because the problem with society is not that people cannot date or people can't find somebody. The problem with the society and everything that's going on now in the community of the LGBTQ plus is that we don't value a relationship or a man that's a man for you and a man that's for you, a man that could be a partner in the team. We don't value good individuals. What we value is piece of shit people that we got with and fell in love, I had to cut it off because I can't be somebody that's going to be a leader, for example, if I'm sitting here with somebody that's a piece of shit. Once you find that out. Sometimes it takes a little while, but I'm glad I didn't give that more than 30 days. But, you guys can always follow me on my TikTok, on my Facebook, Andre Hernandez, Rafael Santana. All that is on my Facebook. You guys can follow me there. I will put the links and stuff on this video on the comment section so y'all can follow me. But I wanted to have a conversation about this relationship topic because in my community, I can't even sit here and say that with like one hand I can say how many good men I've had in my life, because sometimes that's not what's realistic. What's realistic is focusing on your goal, doing what you have to do. If you find a good man in your process, hey, you find a good man. But you have to always take your time with individuals in this lifestyle that we live in. You have to take your time, individual, because a lot of it is so much about drugs, sex, and smoking and all kinds of things that, it's so much more relevant. Not working a 9 to 5 or quitting a job, being late today, or not wanting to do this, wanting to party all the time. I'm 32 years old, sis, brother. I can't sit here and keep wasting my time with another man that is not ready to have a good quality person. Because you have to know your worth. It comes a time in that spell that you in with love and relationship that you have to cut the cord. And you have to be a stronger person and a better person, because at the end of the day, you know your worth. You know what you put into your life. You know your past, your struggles, and where you at right now. Right? So another man don't just deserve that. Another man need to work to be with that. Because if you're not on the same page and I'm giving you the time that you ain't giving me, that's the issue right there, my brother. That's the issue right there, homie. Because you sitting out here worried about all kinds of other things, but you ain't working on the goal or the situation in the process of being in a relationship with somebody that can be with you. I'm not lifting and picking nobody up no more. You're going to be established, and I'm going to be established, or nothing. You feel me? That's the lesson that I learned. And it was a hard lesson to learn. It took me some time because I was in shock when somebody confesses that, oh, well, this was all supposed to be friendship. This was all supposed to be taking my time. But it's funny because you never said that throughout the whole time when you was in my house, when we was chilling, when you was partying, you was drinking, we was smoking, we was doing everything we was doing. But it wasn't issue with taking your time then. What was the issue is when I confronted you, pin you against the wall, and all of a sudden you want to come out and be like, well, I want to be a friend. And the funny part is that your last relationship that you still stuck on was somebody that was in drugs, rehab, and all that. And there's nothing against people that's on drugs and rehab, all that. I'm just saying about a guy that should know about being with somebody that you don't have to deal with those issues no more. You left that according to you. You gave your distance to the previous man. So how about that? Move your ass the fuck on with a better person. But you couldn't do that, so now you lost a good person, and now you got to deal and sleep there at night in that bed that you made. So that's what I wanted to come to you guys today. And today's topic was about love and relationship. And sometimes you have to be honest with yourself and know that the wrong people are going to come for you. I am an individual that motivates people. I'm an individual that picks people up. So naturally, people that need to be healed somehow attract themselves to me. I struggle with being hardcore and being a shitty person like everybody else, because that's not in my spirit, and that's not who I am, and that's not who I'm going to be. I will always stick up for being there for people that need help and crutches and assistance and motivation, because they're just in a place that I once was in my life. So thank you guys for tuning in to today's channel and today's blog at Andre's show. Okay, because according to Andre, there's a lot of shit we gotta fix in America. There's a lot of shit we gotta fix in this world. So keep following me, subscribe, like my channel, and please comment on my channel. I will answer any of you guys' questions. Love, peace, and happiness to everybody. Take care. Get ready to snatch stuff up.